What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Bucket God here. What is up, God crew? So in this video, you guys already can read from the title. This video is titled "Why Chris Paul and the Houston Rockets Will Never Get a Ring or Never Win a Championship." So once again, this is my second commentary NBA video on my channel. I see that you guys really enjoy these videos. But before we get into it, I just want to apologize for not uploading this video yesterday. I said I was, but the thing is, it got deleted because I got confused. I had two videos of the Chris Paul video. One of them I was supposed to delete, and I accidentally deleted the one that I was going to upload. So yeah, and then whatever. So in this video, I will be talking about why Chris Paul and the Houston Rockets will never win a championship in the Western Conference or ever make the finals. So in this video, guys, we'll be discussing 4 different reasons why this is true. But before we get into it, I just want to say again, this is strictly my opinion, so please no hate in the comment section. And if you guys did not check out my Paul George video, why that was a horrible trade, make sure you guys go and check that out. Link will be down below in the description. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, guys, so we all know Chris Paul, aka CP3, just joined the Houston Rockets, 3rd seed last year in the Western Conference with the runner-up James Harden. So this is actually a very amazing duo, but before we get into the first reason, we're going to give an example of this duo, the Pelicans. So Chris Paul is one of the best point guards in the game right now. James Harden, runner-up for MVP. Amazing season last year. So both guards, that's a really good duo. 2 really good guards in the backcourt. But then the Pelicans, 2 good big men in the front court. So that's a good example. You see the Pelicans weren't able to succeed because they didn't have a good point guard. They didn't make it to the playoffs for that reason too. But I believe that the Houston Rockets will make it to the playoffs, but not the finals. Let's get on to the first reason. Reason number 1. In the Western Conference, there are too many super teams now. So let's first use the OKC super team, Paul George, and joining MVP, Most Valuable Player of the Year, Russell Westbrook. The best point guard, in my opinion, in the game right now. It's too hard to argue that. Averaging a triple-double last season was just amazing. Setting a record in Paul George being one of the best small forwards in his game, being one of the only people that can actually, being one of 3 of the only people that can actually guard LeBron James. Him, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Kawhi Leonard are, in my opinion, the only small forwards that can actually guard LeBron James. Kevin Durant, kinda, but yeah. So let's talk about these super teams. On the screen, I might have 4 of the super teams, one of them being included, the Houston Rockets. So we have the Golden State Warriors, number 1, San Antonio Spurs, number 2. I believe OKC will beat the Houston Rockets and wins. So OKC, and then there's going to be the Houston Rockets. So out of those 4, my opinion, again, I believe the only super team that the Rockets might actually be able to beat is the San Antonio Spurs, just because Kawhi Leonard can't do everything by himself, but he was able to do that last year. So once again, too many super teams. In my opinion, these super teams are actually better than the Houston Rockets. Okay, reason number 2, Chris Paul disappears in the playoffs. Before you guys hate on me, Chris Paul is a beast point guard, but last year he was injured, so that's actually a good excuse for why he wasn't going to ham last year, only averaging about 17 points and I think about 7 assists, but those assists being off of lobs. So, and last year in the playoffs, they were eliminated by the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz, you guys, just think about it. Since when have you ever heard of the Utah Jazz going to the playoffs? Gordon Hayward led his team, him and Rudy Gobert, sorry about that, guys. Him and Rudy Gobert led his team to the playoffs, and the LA Clippers, Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, Paul Pierce, Jamal Crawford were eliminated by the Utah Jazz. For you guys to say anything, ooh, the Clippers are cursed, whatever, he is supposed to be one of the best point guards in the game, and he is disappearing in the playoffs, not leading his team. He did okay in one of the games in the playoffs, trying to be clutch and everything, but it just didn't work out for him. So he disappears in the playoffs. I believe he should do a little better in the playoffs. I believe he goes into Kyle Lowry or DeMar DeRozan mode in the playoffs. We all know Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan, they disappear in the playoffs. All right, reason number 3. Rockets have no small forward to cover any of the small forwards on the super teams. So in the others, out of the 4 super teams, that including the Houston Rockets, 3 of them have very beast small forwards. Golden State Warriors having Kevin Durant, San Antonio Spurs having Kawhi Leonard, runner-up for MVP and runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year this year, and Oklahoma City Thunder having PG-13, aka Paul George. Who is going to cover them, you guys? Who is going to cover them? Trevor Ariza? Eric Gordon? Since we're on this topic on Rockets having no small forward, if I was the head coach for the Rockets, I would put Eric Gordon at the small forward position, starting small forward position, even though Trevor Ariza's defense is better than his, but Eric Gordon is a better scorer. So Houston Rockets, they're already used to not playing defense because of James Harden and stuff. So if they have 3 times more offense, Chris Paul, James Harden, and Eric Gordon, that's 3 times more offense and like 0 defense, because Chris Paul doesn't play defense. Chris Paul's not going to be able to guard Russell Westbrook. Chris Paul's not going to be able to guard Stephen Curry. Chris Paul's not going to be able to guard not even Tony Parker or whatever, the point guard for the San Antonio Spurs. James Harden, he's not going to be able to guard Clay. He's not going to be able to guard Victor Oladipo or Paul George or whatever. So since we're talking about the small forwards, who's going to guard Kevin Durant? You guys might all hate Kevin Durant because of his decision. Me, particularly, I do not hate Kevin Durant because of his decision. I actually understand it. I'm still a huge fan of him. But if you guys are being straightforward, you guys cannot even flex. Kevin Durant is probably the best scorer in the game. He's a better scorer than LeBron, but LeBron is a better all-around player. LeBron is the best all-around player, but Kevin Durant, I believe, is the best scorer. He's a 7-foot small forward, can do the point guard, can get assists, can get rebounds over centers, and can score very well because he's too big for anyone to guard him. PG-13, he doesn't care about anyone guarding him. LeBron has lockdown defense, and he couldn't even guard Paul George in the playoffs last year. Kawhi Leonard, we all know Kawhi Leonard. He might not get past you, but his fadeaway is crazy. He can play. He has like the best defense. And then who's gonna get past Draymond Green? Who's gonna get past Russell? Who's gonna do this? All right, now, wasted too much time already. We're going to get into the 4th reason why they will never make it to the finals. This one is Golden State's super team will never break up. As long as Golden State stays healthy, as long as I believe Stephen Curry will never leave that team. You guys heard about LeBron arguing that he should make more money and stuff. So I believe he's going to stay. He doesn't really care about the money. He just loves the game, loves the team, so used to it. Clay might actually leave, though. Draymond Green's not going to leave. No other team is going to accept him. He's a dirty player, but he gets the job done. Kevin Durant, he's not going to want to leave because he knows if he goes to a different team, social media is going to get on him and saying, wow, the new chapter. They're going to make him more memes about him. So he's going to stay on the Warriors, especially if you want to get more championship rings. So I don't think that team will ever break up, and it's going to be years and years. I know they're going to stay together for about 4 years till anyone never even thinks about trading Curry, about trading Durant. And by that time, the Houston Rockets super team might already be gone. Like, they might already break up. I believe Chris Paul is going to stay there for maybe 2 or 3 years, realize that once again he's not going to be able to make it to the finals. And yeah, because they might make it to the finals the year after this year, beating out the San Antonio Spurs, because Paul George will be leaving the Oklahoma City Thunder but by that time OKC might be smart and get some other good free agents besides Paul George, maybe Blake Griffin, add him to the squad, and they might be contenders again and might beat off the Houston Rockets again. But yeah, guys, that's going to be today's video. Maybe not the only video of today, but really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys go down below and check the link in the hit the link in the description. That will take you guys to my Paul George video, why that trade was not a good trade or whatever. This might not be the last video of today. I'm thinking of doing another commentary video about what was the most surprising trade and stuff, but I don't know yet, guys. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. You guys are really enjoying this commentary stuff, so I'm going to try to keep up the daily upload. I'm still kind of sick, so that's why my voice is cracking a little, and I'm a little congested still, but hope you guys enjoyed, and this has been your boy, Bucky God, signing off.